let's look forward to day one. You've been sworn in, and you've just closed the door to your presidential office. You're sitting down and adjusted your seat to your liking, and you grab the presidential pen. What are the top priorities that you tackle for day one?
From day one, I will go straight to tackling the issue of insecurity. It's the number one priority, insecurity. But we are beset with a lot of other problems which needs to be tackled simultaneously. But on top of that list is insecurity.
So I also want to jump into another question here. In the name of transparency, what promises should the public hold you accountable for against the next 4 years if they were to want to vote for you for re-election?
Now you're talking about 4 years, so it's not day one.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that everything I promise is tackled simultaneously.
Okay.
And the promise is that, again, is insecurity, dealing with the issue of rule of law and order, since the government, bring stability in the polity, uniting the country, ensuring that it is transparent and visible good governance, fighting areas of corruption, which will be visible and transparent, and people will see it. Cutting the cost of governance, investing in human capital development, and ensuring that critical areas of infrastructure, like power, is seen to be tackled.
Okay.
And this, I've said, people will see, whatever we're doing will be visible, it will be measurable, people can see it.
And I think that's very important for it to be visible and measurable. So that's something that we can look forward to. So thank you. That's great to know.
Given the numerous challenges that Nigeria faces, corruption, like you mentioned, a lack of stable electricity, lack of job growth, etc., what message would you have for those who have already just simply given up?
Well, like it's happened in every other nation. What we're going through now have happened in other nations. What it requires is just leadership. If we have a competent leadership with character and capacity, you start trying to pull the country out of all this. There's nothing difficult in saying, hey, today we're generating 4,000 megawatts of electricity, that we're going to move it in 4 years, in 5 years, from 4,000 to at least 10,000. It was a rocket science. We'll do it, people will see it, people will feel it. We're going to deal with the issue of corruption. It's something that is, I preach it every day. If the leader is not corrupt, his family and those around him are not, you reduce it by 70%. And whoever is doing it knows that he's going to face the law. So if you're caught in it, no question. Nobody's above the law. And you start doing this. You see, when you start doing the right things, issue of what is even mentioned, job creation, if you tackle the intangible assets of insecurity, which is number one, deal with the issue of rule of law, law and order, invest in human capital development, you're going to start attracting people to come and invest local first, your diaspora, then foreigners.
So also, anytime the question is asked, essentially, everyone always affirms that they believe in a more inclusive government. However, we've seen time and time again, whether it has to do with gender, ethnic group, physical ability, that action isn't necessarily taken. In your,
all right, let me stop this video. Actually, the video is like 15 minutes. Just because I want to say one or two things on the video, I will have to stop that video there. That is Peter Obi, who have actually explained to Nigerians how he go to govern Nigerians. He said if the one in the office is to stop the insecurity. A lot of us as Nigerians have lack of this government of the day to stop the insecurity in the country. Now being saying to Nigeria, this is what I'm going to do from the one. I'm going to make sure there was this insecurity crisis. You have to try to put a stop to it. He also talked about cutting down the governance expenses. We all can also understand that in Nigeria, the governors in question, they live so well. They spend money the way they feel like because they are in power. Peter Obi is also saying he go to cut off the governors' expenses, which a lot of Nigeria have also complained about that. He also spoke about he going to try to stop the lack of electricity in the country. That is also now a big challenge in Nigeria. That these are the things he's going to do. His first days at the office, these are the main challenge, and he also going to fight corruption. And he will be very transparent. People will see the way he's doing it. He don't like doing backyard door like because it's my political party. It's not my political party. These are the only issue I have with all these things. He have a good idea. Obi have good visions for Nigeria interest, how Nigeria can actually move forward. But the problem is this: is Nigeria ready? These are the questions. Or with these governors, they try to call down their expenses now. Will they be happy seeing Obi as the president of the country? These are other questions. Or will the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will he allow Obi to actually unseat him in Aso Rock? These are that big question, big debate. A lot of Nigerians we have talked about in my live stream several times. Is it possible? This coalition group now, are they really ready to challenge this incumbent government to get rid of them in 2027? That is another question we have talked about. But I've come to realize that nothing is not possible. Everything is actually possible, depend how you plan towards it. But the coalition, they are not ready. And when you look at them, the way both all the aspirants in ADC, when they spoke, you begin to realize some person really mean well, some just want to be in position, some believe I'm getting old, I must be prime, must be president. Some believe I have the opportunity to actually make some changes. But I won't say more on this. I think I pick one or two things what will be he say. I give it credit on this. Oh yes, I actually give a big credit on this that he have vision, but the big question, the big challenge with these governors, with these senators, with the House of Rep, with these councillors, would they allow him to actually win the election? If peradventure he do get a ticket, it's a question I want Obi and his team to ask themselves. But as I said, I wish him all the very best on this journey. Let's see how they play the politics and let's see how he able to unseat Mr. President in 2027. As I said, but nothing is not possible. But it's Nigerians. Are they ready for that change? That is one of the biggest questions. Thank you. Happy Sunday.